Yes, your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is February 6th, 2020. Shout out to my man, one of the YouTube members, the tech geek, for the song request, Yellow Wolf, Trunk Music 3. Thanks for the song request, brother. Really appreciate that one. And if you guys want to get your song request put into this episode, just hit me with the hashtag song request and it is put into queue. Of course, those who are members of my channel, under the join button on my YouTube channel, those people get priority, of course, but I definitely got anyone else who put theirs in the comments below as well. So I'll eventually get to yours. Don't worry. What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode. Hope you guys are doing well today, and let's get it cracking. In today's episode, we'll be looking at an article out of CoinDesk. Ethereum incubator ConsenSys is slashing another 14% of their employees in a latest strategic shift for them. So we'll take a look at the details on that. Also, Telegram reveals Catch Chain. It is a BFT, which means a truly Byzantine fault-tolerant chain, a proof-of-stake algorithm they've developed. Take a look at the details on that. You know, many people think that Bitcoin is fully Byzantine fault-tolerant, but many say it is not. So let's take a look at what they're revealing here. Remember, they're still under a lot of criticism and pressure by the SEC, but they're moving forward, it looks like. Also, Justin Sun, can you believe it? Finally, he didn't even broadcast it. This is how he should do things. He finally meets with Warren Buffett for a dinner. The $4.5 million charity dinner or lunch he was supposed to have finally happened. We'll get some details about that out of CoinDesk as well. And then one last thing, Craig Wright stalls again, people. I don't know when you guys are going to learn. I really don't. But we'll take a look at the latest attempt by Craig Wright to stall the inevitable. We know you don't have it, brother. We know you don't have the keys. So we'll take a look at all four of these topics really quickly on today's episode. And also, this episode is brought to you by Dudex. Don't forget about their new risk management tool they have. They give you a statistical edge in the markets. Check out Dudex.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. A next generation fair and high speed crypto derivatives trading platform. Dudex.com. Check them out, guys. So let's take a look at this heat map really quickly for today. Bitcoin almost touched 10,000 earlier. On some exchanges it actually did, but it's currently at 9,746 bucks, up 0.5%. Ethereum is up 3.1% to $213. EOS up 1% to $4.56. We've got TRON up over 10% off of the news that Mr. Justin Sun finally met with Warren Buffett. Like that even matters. This is how you know we're still in a very immature crypto market. When you have Tron go up 10% simply because Justin Sun met with Warren Buffett. Hilarious. I guess no different than Tesla going up 100% in 2 months. I don't know. BNB up 6%, 20 bucks, back above the $20 handle. And XRP up 1.2% to 28 cents. And Bitcoin Cash up 3% to 440 bucks. And as you can see, I was wrong. Thought we were going to get that Bart Simpson move in the markets, but we went the other way. We almost did it, but market forces took over, bulls took over, and we breached the 94.63 area, and this now becomes an area of support. So the next target, in my opinion, would possibly be the 10,900 area. So let's see if we can make that the next point we score, though I would say possibly the 10,500 would be a more reasonable area for us to score a point on. There's a lot of price action here with that move. That was a big move up and down that we saw, really the last wave, the last peak in our pattern here. So really 10,500 is where we need to see some price action above. But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. But let's quickly look at what Craig Wright is doing now, stalling yet again in the Bitcoin lawsuit. He says now that the bonded courier was actually an attorney. So in the latest dramatic turn of events in the claimant versus Wright lawsuit, Craig Wright has claimed attorney-client privilege over 11,000 documents from over a dozen companies he was formerly involved with. Wright has also claimed that the infamous bonded courier, quote-unquote, was an attorney, and so therefore his communications are privileged and cannot be shared. The latest update in the Craig Wright versus Kleeman lawsuit is a plot twist straight out of Matlock or Law and Order. Craig Wright's history of legal theatrics is only becoming more tangled and complex web of obfuscation. So in the latest release of information regarding the case, Craig Wright has tried to assert attorney-client privilege over documents from more than a dozen companies in which he was involved in. The court has requested many documents from these companies as a way to verify some of Craig Wright's outlandish claims. He tried to claim that over 11,000 documents are protected by attorney-client privilege when it suits him, and then simultaneously tried to claim he has no control over the companies and cannot access the document. Of all of the companies that Mr. Wright tried to claim attorney-client privilege on, only InChain still exists, and also two others. So Wright's claims of privilege is invalid according to existing case law. Attorney-client privilege can extend after death for a human being, but not for a legal person which no longer exists, like a dissolved corporation. So the article asks, how much longer can this lawsuit last? This outlandish claim about the bonded carrier also being an attorney would not be the first time Craig may have lied about owning private keys to the Bitcoin of the substantial amount that the claimant estate is trying to get their hands on. In a prior document that was filed in court, he claimed that he owned the private keys to the wallet, which was owned by an anonymous Bitcoin whale. That Bitcoin whale actually signed that wallet, saying that Craig Wright is a liar and a fraud. I don't know if you guys recall that particular event. I do. I actually covered it on my channel. It's just insane that you still have people having faith in this guy. And really, he's the reason why Bitcoin SV is not further along in the eyes of the public. You have to garner the attention and the support of the community. If you want this thing to work, you have to have the support of the community, and they're just not going to be able to get that with Craig Wright in the way or in the mix of BSV. So we'll have to see what happens with that. I just think yet another black eye, if you need it anymore, for Craig Wright and his whole situation being Satoshi Nakamoto. It's just completely insane. The next article, Ethereum incubator ConsenSys slashes another 14% of their workforce in a latest strategic shift. So it looks like they're shifting their focus, and as a result, they're downsizing their company. The company announced in an all-staff meeting on Tuesday its latest restructuring would shrink the firm's headcount by approximately 14%. When asked, ConsenSys did not explain how many individuals the cuts would affect or the state in its current headcount. The company put out a statement saying in the coming months, ConsenSys will finalize the transition from its venture production model and spin out a number of its internally funded projects into the ConsenSys investment portfolio. The move is meant to prioritize the development of some of the Ethereum ecosystem's leading infrastructure platforms. ConsenSys said Tuesday it will operate a software business composed of several of its products optimized for a modular stack. So we'll see how this pans out for ConsenSys. This is not the first time they've done downsizes. They actually closed a few offices around the globe as well. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what this means. Is this a good thing, or is this a sign that things are not going as planned for ConsenSys? I don't know. You guys be the judge of that. I just wanted to give you an update on what's going on over at ConsenSys. The next article, Telegram reveals Catch Chain, a fully Byzantine fault-tolerant proof-of-stake algorithm, which was something similarly used by Neo and Cosmos. So it says the BFT algorithms are an attempted solution to solve the Byzantine generals problem, where actors of a particular network need to maintain its functionality, even if some nodes are unreliable or malicious. So Catch Chain will work for as long as 1/3 of the nodes are not malicious, which is equivalent to the theoretical limit outlined for BFT solutions. The system focuses on validating each block as it gets created, similar to what Cosmos does with Tendermint or Neo's DBFT. This in opposition to systems proposed by Ethereum and Cardano, where blocks are easy to produce but must be then reconciled through fork resolution. Each new block is created via a block generation round, during which validators have a limited time to agree. Telegram is set to have no more than 100 validators for the master chain and from 10 to 30 for each shard chain. According to tests conducted in 2018, a block can be generated every 5 seconds, undergoing the full consensus procedure each time. And so for the most part, the system is reported to be very similar to Cosmos and Algorand's proof of stake. The differences lie in some of the specifics, such as how the nodes communicate with each other, but simply having each node communicate with each other is very inefficient, which means that each project tried to find its own way of making the process faster. So just wanted to give you an update on what Telegram is doing. It'd be interesting to see if they can keep this momentum going even in the face of the SEC trying to stop them. I don't think they distributed the Gram tokens yet. Don't know what that's going to look like and how that's going to play into this whole ConsenSys algorithm, but they're, to say the least, moving forward with what they plan to do. And the last article, Justin's son finally gets that $4.5 million lunch or dinner with Warren Buffett. Charlie Lee was there as well. Says Justin's son and Warren Buffett discussed cryptocurrencies over dinner 6 months after son canceled the original event, claiming he had kidney stones. The TRON Foundation announced Thursday that Son met with the chairman and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway for dinner at Buffett's suggestion at a private country club in his home city of Omaha. On January 23rd, Son brought several guests, including Litecoin creator Charlie Lee, eToro's CEO Yoni Asi, as well as the CFO of Huobi, Chris Lee, and head of Binance Charity Foundation, Helen Hai. In a statement after the dinner, Son said it was really an honor and I'm grateful for Mr. Buffett's dinner, wisdom, and vision. He added that he would take Mr. Buffett's advice and guidance to make TRON a better ecosystem business with all the partners in the blockchain space and beyond. Justin's son also apologized for over-marketing the dinner, claiming it had had a negative influence with regulators and the public over in China. Buffett has been highly skeptical of cryptocurrencies, once famously referring to Bitcoin as a rat poison squared, although TRON declined to comment on what was discussed over dinner. Son had originally said he hoped the meal would bridge the gap between institutional and traditional investors and the realm of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. So there you have it. Finally had the meeting. I'm very interested to see what actually came of it. He's not talking about it, which is probably a good thing. He needs to just sit down, do his thing, and not try to make everything a marketing ploy. So on that news, TRON did pump 14% at its peak, up 10% right now. So again, you know, this article, the News BTC one even says it here, you know, is this a sign of immaturity in the crypto markets? Yeah, it is. But what's even more immature is the fact that, you know, Bitcoin is the end all be all, or the fate of all of the altcoins. You know, the altcoins are still under the shadow of Bitcoin. And I think as this, you know, blockchain industry matures, you're going to see that not be the case. You're going to see in the future, I can see Bitcoin being down 5%, 8% for whatever reason, but you have other coins doing very well, you know, over a span of a quarter or two, simply because the demand for that token is outstripping any correlation that we normally will see with Bitcoin versus the altcoins, or negative correlation. So it's going to happen. It's going to change, and it's just going to take more time. That's all. I think it's just going to take more time. Let me know if you think this was a good move or productive meeting for TRON and Justin's son and Litecoin. I'm very interested to hear what was talked about. I wonder if we'll ever know. Let me know in the comments below if you think we will, and if so, what do you think the conversation was about? That's what I want to know. But again, hey, that's my 2 Satoshis for today. Let me know yours in the comments below. And again, shout out to the Tech Geek, one of my YouTube members, for the song request, Yellow Wolf TM3. If you found these videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and definitely click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here, people. Holla!